for airline tickets? Then call the Low Cost Airlines Travel Hotline right now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. The only way to access our low rates and save up to 70% is to call. Save hundreds on your vacation tickets by calling right now. You can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go and pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-648-9175. 800-648-9175. 800-648-9175. That's 800-648-9175.
It's time for another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. Coverage of high school basketball here on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network, being brought to you by the Uniontown Hospital, Trinity United Presbyterian Church, Perkins Painting, South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer, Gary's Auto Sales, the Sprouse Insurance Group, the Radcliffe Law Firm, Colebrook Chocolate Company in Connellsville, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, Autoland Hyundai, Cherokee Recycling, Friggy, Jimmy John's in Uniontown, Ted Sova and Son Auto and Fender Repair, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill in Uniontown, Ford of Uniontown, Potter Sports Bar and Grill in Uniontown, Stewart Collision, NovaCare Rehabilitation, M&R Transit, Mamaruka's Pizza Shop in Uniontown, Sisson Pre-Owned, the Centers for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist Jim Burns, Magisterial District Judge Jennifer Jeffries, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the C. Harper Auto Group, Casey Sports Cafe, Rose Motors in Masontown, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Peachens Pharmacy in Connellsville, SWGI in Uniontown, Thurby's Riverside Ford, Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshock, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning, Rizzo's Restaurant, the Big Barn Country Store in Perryopolis, Fouch Collision Repair, Napa Auto Parts, Hollywood Heating, Armstrong, the Mariscotti Insurance Agency, Attorney Lisa J. Boudet, and Joby's Golf. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
From Laurel Highlands High School, our coverage of the WPIAL High School Boys Basketball Playoffs continue tonight as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, 12-3 overall, 9-0 out of Section 1 and 5A, coached by Rick Hager in his 16th year, host the Shaler Titans, who are 8-4 overall, 5-3 out of Section 4 and 5A play. Rob Niederberger in his 6th year as the head coach of the Titans. Brian Morozak along with you. Steve Superk's going to join me for all of the play-by-play. Billy Dice behind the camera on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Uniontown Hospital studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. So the Laurel Highlands Mustangs beginning playoff defense of their WPIAL 5A championship from a year ago, really showing great form. They've won 10 straight and knocked off the number 4 seed in this playoff field, Highlands, on Saturday in a non-conference game. And their opponent tonight, Shaler, they played some pretty good basketball as well. They might be seeded 14th, but I think a much stronger team than that 14th seed indicates. And after a long COVID shutdown, the Titans won a preliminary round playoff game on Saturday afternoon over Ringgold. This Titans team might be young, but they're pretty talented, and they'll use a 10-player rotation against the Mustangs tonight. We mentioned that shutdown. Shaler actually went from February the 6th to February 27th. That's 3 weeks total without playing a game, and head coach Rob Niederberger told me he was glad his team actually had to play a preliminary round game just to get the rust off. And, of course, you know the heavy hitters for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Rodney Gallagher, Brandon Davis, and Keandre DeShields. On the Shaler side, they'll look towards 6'3" junior guard Dylan Schlegel. He's their leading scorer at 18 points a game. Their big guy, 6'6" junior forward Logan Bernisser, averages 14 points and 8 rebounds a game, but he got in foul trouble on Saturday against Ringgold. Really only played about 5 minutes in that game, but Brandon London came off the bench in Bernisser's place and had a double-double, 12 points and 10 rebounds. So the Shaler team might be young, but they have plenty of depth. It's the third straight year that the Titans are in the WPIAL playoffs. They got knocked out last year in the quarterfinals by Chartiers Valley, only the second straight year. Of course, the Mustangs are in the postseason. Remember, they completed one of the greatest turnarounds in WPIAL history, going 4-18 in 2019 to winning a WPIAL championship in 2020. The winner of this game tonight will take on either the number 6 seed Penn Hills or the 11th seeded South Fayette on Saturday. If Laurel Highlands wins, the game will be right here at Laurel Highlands High School. Should be a lot of fun tonight on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues. We'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger and Rob Niederberger, the head coach of the Shaler Titans, here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists. March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Symptoms include rectal bleeding, a change in bowel habit, persistent abdominal pain, or abnormal weight loss. Remember, though, that early colon cancer has no symptoms, making regular screening a smart choice. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Police Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work in all existing homes. Call 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's congratulates all the area basketball teams and wishes them luck in the playoffs. Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Our world has been temporarily turned upside down due to the coronavirus, but please know that NovaCare Rehabilitation is here for you. Our facility is still open for direct patient care. However, if you don't feel comfortable coming into the clinic, we now offer telehealth and home-based care as well. Don't let your life be affected by pain. Let us help you find some normalcy in these challenging times. NovaCare Rehabilitation, 97 Delaware Avenue, Uniontown. Phone 724-7055. Care in Uniontown.
Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox would like to wish the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs the best of luck in the WPIAL playoffs and in all their future endeavors. As the Uniontown City Police Chief, Jason Cox is happy to see the Uniontown and Laurel Highlands student-athletes working hard on and off the court. Go Red Raiders and Mustangs from Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible, not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 724-437-2709. Bring your friends. Fun time and fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a successful season requires teamwork, and that requires the hard work of players, coaches, and their families. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, your oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area for over 45 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, a fenced-in storage lot, state inspection, golf products, and is a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Joby's Golf, 724-438-0681.
Brian Morozak back on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, being joined by Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger, and Rick, your Mustangs continue to play solid basketball this season. A non-conference win over Highlands, who's actually the number 4 seed in this playoff field. You've now won 10 straight, showing great form entering the postseason.
Certainly Highlands, very good team. and it was a game that we were fortunate to be able to pick up. We hadn't played since Monday, and we were hoping not to play from Monday and then 9-10 days later play the first playoff game. So, that was a really a strategical game to have as much as anything to play. But, we played real well, the first half, really the first probably two and most of the third quarter, and then we kind of got flat. But the first half, our defense and rebounding was probably as good as it's been the entire season. So that was encouraging to see. Now it's just a matter if we can find a way to be consistent. We haven't done that consistently so far, that's for sure.
And not an easy playoff draw against a pretty solid Shaler team, seeded 14th. They won a preliminary round game on Saturday over Ringgold.
Yeah, they look like a really solid team to me. And looking at their schedule, I have to think that maybe they would have been seeded a little bit better, but it looks like they lost about 8 games this year, and for whatever reason, hadn't played for about 3 weeks when they did finally play against Ringgold. So, they are a very good team. They're in a tough section, and I would expect it to be a very tight game, and hopefully we're up to the challenge.
Yeah, they've had some COVID issues which caused their shutdown, and they even have a win over Highlands as well, who you saw on Saturday, so that pretty much shows how strong of a program they are.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're another one of those 6A schools that dropped down into 5A this year with the, 2-year supplement. So, and they're solid. They're solid. They look really pretty impressive on tape.
What's your team's mindset now trying to defend a WPIAL title from a year ago?
Well, certainly, it's a matter of taking one game at a time and trying to look at, some of the things that the opponents do, but mostly concentrating on what we do and what we need to be better with the things that, we have in place. So, happy to see that our defense is making strides. We've got certainly a ways to go, but we're a whole lot better than we were a couple weeks ago, and our shooting has, picked up. Always had kind of the ability to drive the ball to the basket and different things, but, at this time of year, it's all about the team and how cohesive we are in all 3 phases, offensive, defense, and transition, because transition is a big part of our game. So hopefully we're ready to play. We're going to find out tomorrow, that's for sure.
That's part of our conversation I had yesterday with Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger. Stay tuned. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues. We'll talk to Shaler head coach Rob Niederberger here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Riz's Restaurant, located in the heart of downtown Uniontown at 84 West Main Street, specializes in upscale bar food such as burgers, salads, subs, and sandwiches in a relaxed atmosphere. When you stop by, don't forget about Riz's famous chicken salad sandwich. Check out Riz's Facebook page for daily specials. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9, with takeout always available. Phone 724-425-1782 for Riz's Restaurant in Uniontown.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines
Good Neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, Good Neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. That's 724-592-6308.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Visit Sea Harbor Chevy and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $119 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease to CGMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months or 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. And call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000 or visit SeaHarborChevy.com.
Magisterial District Judge Jennifer Jeffries would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local teams this season. Judge Jeffries recognizes in these uncertain times, a successful season requires teamwork, and that requires the hard work of players, coaches, and their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Jennifer Jeffries.
Paid for by the candidate.
With the rest of the world, Peachin Pharmacy is following the developments of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your safety is a priority at Peachin Pharmacy. For prescriptions, you have many options. Peachin's offers free delivery, free mail, and curbside pickup. If you come into the store, Peachin's follows all of the CDC and state safety recommendations. As always, if you have concerns about your medications, call 724-626-9600 or visit Peachin Pharmacy inside the Peachin Market in Connellsville or online at PeachinPharmacy.com.
Casey Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home-cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey Sports Cafe.
Brian Rozak back on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show with Shaler head coach Rob Niederberger. The Titans at Laurel Highlands tonight taking on the Mustangs. And Rob, your program went from February the 6th until this past Saturday when you defeated Ringgold in a WPIAL preliminary round playoff game without playing a game. How tough has it been getting through the winter season with all of these COVID issues that your program has had?
Yeah, you could say that. We were shut down 4 times this year, actually, where we started, stop. I would try to preach to my guys, it's like tough times make strong men, and that's like for our guys, like I've said all year, I've told them they're the most resilient team I've ever coached. And we're such a young team too. We're playing right now 2 juniors and 8 freshmen in our rotation, in varsity. So, they've really matured through this whole thing. And we talked about it prior to the season that, this could happen, and it's been unfortunate. The tough thing has been every time we felt like we were starting to play and get more games in, and you're kind of getting into a new groove, all of a sudden, you're shut down. So, that was a tough thing. Last week on Monday, we had a lot of guys out with COVID. I was actually too. It hit a lot of our team, and we had 6 guys that could practice on Monday and Tuesday. By Thursday, we finally had 9. That was the first day I could come back. We had 9. By Friday, we had 11. Now tomorrow, knock on wood, no one gets hurt. We're going to have 13, baby. So, we keep these numbers going. It's like hopefully we keep playing later and later. Maybe we'll eventually get our full 18 guys back.
I'm sure you're starting to feel better about things. And looking at your full body of work, you have a win over Highlands. Were you surprised you weren't seated higher than 14th?
Yeah, we were surprised. I've learned not to get too upset about that. I mean, I feel like more than anything, it's more like disrespectul. You kind of take it that way and you kind of use it to your advantage with your team. It's like, God, are you kidding me? They thought we were the 14th seed. It's like we had 2 losses to Mars, who's been the last 3 WPIAL finals and followed them. These weren't like bad losses, but we're a young team. We had 3 guys that I think they also looked at us. We have 3 guys that probably think they would be starting that have been out all year. But it's been nice because we've had a lot of guys that have stepped up and filled in roles, and it just made us really deep. And we're having fun with it. We have a good group. Kids work hard every day. And to be honest, like the thing with the seeding to me though was I was actually relieved because I know the Trib was thinking we'd maybe get to 8 or 9 seed. And I thought I don't want to have a bye. Like we need to play a game and play it now. So. You look at our last game, we came out and we were pretty sloppy in the first half, but I feel like we finally tried to get in our groove in the second half. We tried things in practice too. We had simulated quarters, where we were trying to get that game speed back, but it's just tough, until you're actually in a game. So that game was big for us just to get one under our belt before you come and play a team like Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, talk about the matchup with Laurel Highlands. Obviously, last year's WPIAL champs, and they've been hot as of late. They've won 10 straight, including a win over Highlands on Saturday.
Yeah, they're a good team, obviously. A lot of talent. There's nothing I could say that hasn't really been said. Rodney Gallagher's obviously a top-tier athlete. You're getting anytime you have a kid getting multiple D1 offers in multiple sports, you got to be a special athlete. So, we have our work cut out against us. They're a very strong guard-oriented team. They're as talented as anybody. But at the same time, we feel like they're beatable. And we're confident with what we can do. And we feel like we can beat anybody. If we come out and play our game. So we're looking forward to the challenge.
At Shaler, head coach Rob Niederberger. Stay tuned. The starting lineups and the opening tip-off on the way next. Laurel Highlands hosting Shaler. Boys 5A first-round action tonight from Laurel Highlands High School here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network. And the Madness and go mobile this March with First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Download the First Federal app and get the security you expect and the convenience you need. Deposit checks, pay bills, turn off lost or stolen cards, check balances instantly, and manage card limits, all at the swipe of your finger. Don't forget the Card Valet mobile app to protect your debit card from fraud. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download the apps. Visit firstfederalofgreene.com for more information. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 57th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 57 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Visit Sea Harbor Chevy and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $119 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000 or visit SeaHarborChevy.com.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense. Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to both the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs. District Judge Nathan Henning knows that success in life comes from hard work, and a successful sports season is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. It requires teamwork. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Police Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work in all existing homes. Call 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's congratulates all the area basketball teams and wishes them luck in the playoffs. Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Prime Rosak, Steve Superick back here at Laurel Highlands High School, about 8 minutes away from tipping it off tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Shaler Titans in a boys 5A first-round game. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. They're being brought to you by Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists in Uniontown. Problems with the digestive tract or no picnic, get help today. Call SWGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677. Here's Steve.
Okay, tonight for the Shaler area Titans coming in with an 8-4 mark, 14 seed. Starting tonight at guard, a 6'3 junior, 18 points a game. Number 1, Dylan Schlegel. At guard, a 5'7 freshman, 6 points a game. Number 3, Joey DeSabato. At guard, a 5'7 freshman, 9 points a game. Number 13, Caden Orga. At guard, another freshman, 6 foot, 3 points a game. Number 14, Sam Himrod. And at forward, a 6'6" junior, 14 points a game. Number 23, Logan Berniser. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, coming in with a 12-3 mark, and they are the 3 seed in this event tonight. Starting tonight at guard, a 6'2 sophomore, 11.6 a game. Number 1, Keandre DeShields. At guard, a 6 foot sophomore, 19.2 a game. Number 2, Rodney Gallagher. At guard, a 5'10 senior, 7.7 a game. Number 5, Caleb Palumbo. At guard, a 6'2 sophomore, 16.7 a game. Number 12, Brandon Davis. And at forward, a 6'3 senior, 2.6 a game. Number 21, Nick Egnott.
Steve, what do you think about the Titans starting 3 freshmen tonight?
Well, you only start 3 freshmen unless you think they're any good, so they must be pretty good players. And I think they're, like we talked about, they're going to try to pressure the Mustangs and try to wear them out. I don't know if that's a formula for success or not. You can't find a better 3 guys that I've seen in a long time that can handle the ball. Of course, we all know about Gallagher, but the Shields and Davis are just about as good. Maybe not quite that good, but they're about as good as any high school level you'll see around, especially in Western Pennsylvania, at handling the ball. So they should be able to handle that pressure. And then you got Palumbo, who can get down a spot up to 3, and Nick Egnott, of course, the big guy. He's just kind of like rumbles around and gets those scrappy points that you need. So, I think the Mustangs really, they got to play their game, Brian. Shaler's coming in here to win. They think they are disrespected a little bit. You heard that interview pregame. The coaches think, they're unhappy with where they were seated, and they're out to prove the committee wrong. So that's always a dangerous thing when you got a team a little bit on edge.
Have to thank our video stream sponsors tonight, Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. You can bet the games on over at Potter's tonight, and Ted Silva and Son Auto and Fender Repair, our other local restaurant where the game's streaming at tonight. Steve, Mamarukas has it on as well tonight, so hopefully if you're out and about, you can either stop by Potter's or Mamarukas with the game on.
Well, I wonder if if we could order some food, maybe they'll stay open after the game.
It's an early tip tonight.
It's an early tip, and all those folks down there, we're glad you're tuning in. Have a nice cold beer and a nice sandwich or a pizza or whatever, wings, whatever they're making at those places. It's always good food down there at both of those places, Maruka's and Potter's, good places to hang out. And we're glad you guys are watching.
Now, our friends at Riz is also on for the postseason as well. So we thank those three fine establishments, Riz's, Potter's, and Mamaruka's, for their support during the WPIAL season and the playoffs. We're back in 2 minutes. We'll take a look at some other 5A playoff action going on tonight around the WPIAL, and the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues. Again, back in 2 minutes here from Laurel Highlands High School.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1 year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox would like to wish the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs the best of luck in the WPIAL playoffs and in all their future endeavors. As the Uniontown City Police Chief, Jason Cox is happy to see the Uniontown and Laurel Highlands student-athletes working hard on and off the court. Go Red Raiders and Mustangs from Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox.
Magisterial District Judge Jennifer Jeffries would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local teams this season. Judge Jeffries recognizes in these uncertain times, a successful season requires teamwork, and that requires the hard work of players, coaches, and their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Jennifer Jeffries.
Paid for by the candidate.
Brian Rozak and Steve Supert back here at Laurel Highlands High School. And Steve, I don't know if I've seen a more stacked playoff field in the boys 5A bracket tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if all 8 of these games going on this evening end up being close. Number 1 seeded Char Valley taking on the 17th seed McKeesport, who knocked off Hampton in the preliminary round. Remember, McKeesport knocked off Laurel Highlands earlier on this year. In fact, the Mustangs have losses to both of those teams.
Yeah, well, you never know, Brian. Playoff basketball, you know, the nerves get tight, and, you know, we're just watching these teams warm up, and, you know, you hate to judge a book by the cover, but like I said, the Shaler does not look big. They don't look that tall. I mean, they don't look, you know, they just look that average, to be honest with you, but obviously they you know, you just never know. The first couple minutes we'll be able to tell, but they are going to try to pressure the Mustangs full court press. I don't know if that'll work or not, but I guess they figured maybe they could try to wear the Mustangs out, maybe get them in foul trouble. Who knows? But it's going to be very interesting. Can't wait to get it going, and I'm sure the Mustangs are ready to go, itching to play, and try to get back to defend their title.
The other boys 5A games going on tonight. 9th-seeded Albert Gallatin and 8th-seeded Gateway. That should be a good one in Monroeville tonight. Highlands, who the Mustangs beat here in an exhibition game on Saturday, they're hosting Trinity. Trinity down Kiski in a preliminary round game. 5th-seeded Mars taking on 12th-seeded Franklin Regional. Franklin Regional got past Armstrong in the preliminary round. On the other side of the bracket, Newcastle, the number 2 seed, hosting 15th-seeded Plum tonight. The 7-10 matchup, Thomas Jefferson hosting Greater Latrobe. Greater Latrobe, a much-improved team. Of course, Laurel Highlands hosting Shaler here. Shaler defeated Ringgold in the preliminary round, and the winner of this game will take on either 6th-seeded Penn Hills or 11th-seeded South Fayette. Those two teams playing at Penn Hills tonight. South Fayette defeated Woodland Hills in the preliminary round. Just about set to go. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this here on WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Riz's Restaurant, located in the heart of downtown Uniontown at 84 West Main Street, specializes in upscale bar food such as burgers, salads, subs, and sandwiches in a relaxed atmosphere. When you stop by, don't forget about Riz's famous chicken salad sandwich. Check out Riz's Facebook page for daily specials. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9, with takeout always available. Phone 724-425-1782 for Riz's Restaurant in Uniontown.
Visit C. Harper Chevy and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $119 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. And call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000 or visit CHarperChevy.com.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500. Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. Need a touch-up or full body paint job? Our water-based paint system gives the best match for your color. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Magisterial District Judge Jennifer Jeffries would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local teams this season. Judge Jeffries recognizes in these uncertain times, a successful season requires teamwork, and that requires the hard work of players, coaches, and their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Jennifer Jeffries.
Paid for by the candidate.
Brian Rozak, Steve Suberg back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about set to go. The Shaler Titans being introduced off to our right, and their away blacks, white numbers, red trim. Laurel Highlands in their home whites with blue numbers and red trim defending the basket to our left. Carl Greenwich, Travis Eisentrout, and Lou Kammermeyer are officials here tonight. And this boys 5A first-round game for Laurel Highlands High School. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suberg, Billy Dice behind the camera on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Nick Barczyk back inside our Uniontown Hospital studios. The quarterfinal round will be on Saturday at 12 noon. All 4 quarterfinal round games in boys 5A will be played at noon on Saturday. Of course, if the Mustangs win, they will host either South Fayette or Penn Hills on Saturday, Steve.
Yeah, well, you got to get by today first, Brian. You know, you can't think ahead, and it's, you just, you get seems like every one of these games. You remember last year, every one of those games was a battle. So they won the championship, but they didn't blow anybody out. They won all those games, and they were all nip and tuck. And I expect if we get that far again, it'll be the same way. I think we're a little better team, especially with the guards. You had DeShields and Davis, but you lost a big guy in the middle, and so you kind of evens out. But they got some really, really good guard play. But hey, let's just win one at a time. Let's not look ahead.
I also think the 5A field much deeper than it was a season ago as well. So we're set to go. Mustangs huddling off to our left. It looks like Dylan Schlegel will take the opening tip-off here for Shaler. He's their leading scorer, 6'3" junior guard, averaging 18 points a game. Now the Mustangs break the huddle against DeShields, Gallagher, Palumbo, Davis, Egnott for the Mustangs, Schlegel, DeSabato, Orga, Himrod, and Bernesser.
A
for Shaler.
Want to thank everybody for watching down at Potter's, Riz's, and Mamaruka's. We even got a watch party on McFarland Avenue up in Dormont. My son Joey and Freddie Gutierrez up there watching. They got a bunch of guys over there watching the Mustangs, rooting them on tonight. So let's go Mustangs.
It's the Titans that win the opening tip-off. Himrod over to Burness, who is posting up. Back to Himrod, working left of the lane. Comes inside and got swatted there by Keandre. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll stay with Shaler here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
And right off the bat, you see those 3 freshmen out there. They look like freshmen, don't they? Small, and, but let's see how they handle this pressure from the Mustang defense.
Freshmen 3, 13, and 14. And they'll come inside. The ball fumbled out of bounds down low by Burness, their leading scorer. And Steve, he only played about 5 minutes against Ringgold on Saturday. Got in foul trouble. Came in averaging 14 points and 8 rebounds a game. And Brandon London, number 41, came off the Shaler bench and posted a double-double. And here we go with this full-court man press.
They list him at 6'6", and he looks every bit of it.
Here's Gallagher bringing it across. So Coach Niederberger, he wasn't lying about what he was going to do tonight. And here's Gallagher up top. Working here between the circles. Fronted there by Himrod. Will take the 3 up top and hit it. They're going to say foot was on the line. Long 2 there for Rye, but the Mustangs will take it. They strike first, leading 2-0.
Yep. Just had his foot inside the line. Good high arcing shot.
Here's DiSabato back across left of the lane, trying to work here on Rod. Good defense from Gallagher, forces the turnover. Numbers coming back. Rod racing right down the lane, put off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound. Keandre DeShields lays it up and in. 4 unanswered to start for Laurel Highlands.
Good start for the Mustangs. Good job by DeShields and Davis to follow that up.
DiSabato pulling it back there to Orga, coming inside. Hands off. Burness got blocked there by Davis. Into the hands of Keandre DeShields. Mustangs off to a nice start, leading 4-0 with the basketball, 75 seconds in. Rod now backing off of Schlegel. Schlegel, one of Shaler's most experienced players out there. Again, Coach Niederberger saying he's a very young team, and Schlegel bumping Rod a little bit there. Off to Davis, just straddles the far boundary. Into Keandre, trying to back in, will turn and shoot. Good there for Keandre DeShields. They call the foul as well. No, an offensive foul called here on the Mustangs. Now, what did they post there, Steve? Keandre pushing off?
I don't understand it. They didn't give him the basket. And they're
haven't seen a signal yet. Unless it was a 3-second call or something. And they have yet to signal.
Let's see if I can.
They're going to say the basket was good. And a push called after the make on Gallagher.
So they called Gallagher for a push-off. And he was getting guarded pretty heavily there, and he got a little frustrated. He's got to be careful.
So it's 6-0 Laurel Highlands. That basket was good. And here's DiSabato coming back across. Pulling down the far side to Schlegel, and he has it stolen by Brandon Davis. Davis racing back for the Mustangs, and he gets fouled there by Schlegel. Is everything going Laurel Highlands' way here in the opening 2 minutes?
And that's John Schlegel, and it's interesting, Brian. I don't know. That looks like something. They got a new ball or something, but the ball, the guys are having trouble dribbling, it looks like.
Here's Keandre for 3 on the way, a little bit short there. The rebound pulled down by Caden Orga for Shaler. Off and across on the far side to DiSabato, comes inside. He got blocked there by Caleb Palumbo, and a technical foul call on Caleb.
That's bad. He just doesn't need to do that. And he's made a nice play. And
no reason to smack talk.
And then he smack talks. And then if you're going to smack talk, you got to be smarter than that. You can't do it right in front of the official. He was almost looked like he was yelling at the official when he was yelling at the Shaler player. And Coach Hogger not pleased, but
remember, Palumbo did not play in the postseason for the Mustangs last year after his transfer from Uniontown. First of 2 free throws, good there for Burnesser. First point of the game for Schlegel, but you have all the momentum in your favor. Why give Shaler an opportunity early on to see some of that momentum back? Burnesser makes both free throws. So it's 6-2.
So it's a double whammy. They get the ball, 2 free throws, which they make, and the ball. And at the best case scenario, the other way, if he didn't do that taunting, it would have been just a ball out of bounds to Shaler.
And you got Thomas Brown in there, so Coach Hogger obviously upset there with Palumbo. Had no hesitation putting Terrence Thomas Brown into the game. So it's 6-2 Laurel Highlands. Thomas Brown almost a steal. Coming inside there, Orga resets back in the corner to Himrod. Coming near baseline. They're going to rule Himrod out of bounds, so the Mustangs will get it back.
Just dribbled it on the end line, and here comes, looks like a 2-2-1 pressure this time.
Correct.
Now the old Uniontown trap.
And we haven't seen really many teams, Steve, try this against Laurel Highlands. I think Chartiers Valley for a while put a little pressure on the Mustangs, but for the most part, teams have played Laurel Highlands in a zone throughout the course of the season. There's Brandon Davis high on the left, watched there by Orga. And now Davis running into Burnesser. We'll send in the corner to Thomas Brown. That's a spot. Resets up top to Keandre DeShields. Keandre on the inside takes a shot. A little bit too strong there, and Burnesser the rebound for Shaler. Mustangs up 6-2, 5:10 left here in the opening quarter. DeSabato brings it across over to Schlegel on the far side. A little dump down. Burnesser trying to work in here on Egnott. Double team comes over with Davis. He'll kick it out to the wing. No one home. Going for the save, and a nice save in that from Orga. Kept alive. Back down to Burnesser, who's pinned up there from Egnott, and Burnesser out of bounds. Back over to Laurel Highlands. And they'll bring TJ Bellis into the game. Bellis just returning from COVID, Steve. Actually had the virus a couple of weeks ago. 6'1" freshman guard, averaging 3 points a game. And Gallagher sends it in here to Keandre, back to Rod. Laurel Highlands up 6-2. 4:50 left here in the opening quarter. Keandre back across to Rod, picked up there by Orga, over to Keandre, almost stolen by DeSabato, kept alive, out to Davis. 3 on the way, good for Brandon Davis. He came in leading the Mustangs with 18 made threes on the season. Laurel Highlands goes up 9-2 after that swish.
That was smooth right there, just catch and shoot, and that was... That looked like pretty effortless there, didn't it? Looked like a practice jumper.
DeSabato on the outside, sends it off there to Orga, whistle away from the ball. Foul called here on Laurel Highlands.
And they're going to call that on Davis, and I can't believe, looks like Davis got elbowed in the chops there by Schlegel, and his head kind of went back like he had whiplash, and they call the foul on Davis, so you get hit in the chin and a foul. That's a tough one there for Brandon.
Third on the Mustangs, Gallagher, Palumbo, and Davis, all with the foul so far. Burnesser, good ball movement. Schlegel open, near side for 3. It's an air ball, goes right to Burnesser, puts it up and in. So Burnesser, the right place, right time, has all 4 of the points for the Titans. Laurel Highlands on top 9-4. 4:09 left here in the opening quarter. Keandre high on the left here for Laurel Highlands. Touches off to Davis on the far wing. NBA range 3. Good look. Couldn't get it to go. Burnesser the rebound. They're looking to run. Schlegel coming back. And Rod able to poke it away, but he's called for the foul. And that's going to be the second personal foul on Rodney Gallagher. That's something to watch, Steve.
Got a lot of ball there, but Travis Eisentraut, the official, I've known Travis for years, good player down at Cal, and he was on top of the call. And, when you slap the ball away, had probably figured he got a little bit of the hand.
Ron, experienced player, so I don't think Coach Hager is going to mind keeping him out there. First of 2 free throws, no good from Schlegel, Shaler's leading scorer, at 18 points a game.
Coach Hager kind of looking at Rod. Rod's kind of patting his chest, say, I got it, Coach, I understand.
Schlegel makes the second, so Shaler back to within 4 at 9-5, 3:57 left here in the opening quarter as Himrod comes into the game for Schlegel, who picked up an early foul on the Shaler side. And again, they're going to stay with that 2-2-1 press. Gallagher in the backcourt over to Brandon Davis now on the far side. Floating it back to Rod here on the near side, fronted by TJ Bellis. Rod brings it across, floats it back to Brandon Davis. High on the left, Orga picks up Davis. Goes into Keandre, and Keandre will turn and shoot just inside the free throw line. Good for Keandre DeShields. He's looking smooth tonight, Steve, with 6 already. Yeah. And a lead at 6 for the Mustangs at 11-5. 3:32 left here in the opening quarter. Here's DeSabato on the outside. Sends it off to Caden Orga, and Orga will slip, able to regain from the foul line. Takes a jumper off the back iron, no good. Fight for the loose ball rebound, and it's won there by Nick Egnott. Off to Gallagher and across. Rod up top. Egnott was trying to set the screen. Rod double team. Gets out of it over to Keandre here on the near side. DeSabato picks him up in the corner to Thomas Brown. Back to Keandre. Between the circles again to Brandon Davis. 3:03 left here in the opening quarter. Laurel Highlands the basketball, leading by 6. Thomas Brown for 3, just off the mark there. Rebound tipped around. Then controlled by DeSabato for Shaler. Quickly up the floor to Orga. Orga driving, missing, and Rod the rebound there. Look out. Rod running the floor for the Mustangs. Comes inside and gets the basket and 1. Burnesser called for the foul. Rod now with 4 can make it 5 at the free throw line, and Laurel Highlands has opened up an 11-5 lead here at the 2:47 mark of the opening quarter. Check that, a 13-5 lead after that make. 8-point lead for the Mustangs here with 2:47 left in the first.
I'll tell you, Gallagher is he's got a little edge to him tonight, Brian.
Yes, he does.
He's a little upset, I could tell. And he's channeling that energy pretty well, but I just hope he doesn't get any silly fouls.
Here's D. Sabato. Mustangs do a 9-point cushion right now after Rod successfully converted upon the 3-point play. A steal there from Davis, but regaining back D. Sabato. He's in trouble, but they get a timeout, 30-second timeout granted to the Shaler bench. Will take one as well. 2:33 left here in the first. 14-5, Laurel Highlands are back at 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle with over 200 units, Gary's Auto Sales, Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville, has the largest selection of used vehicles in the area. Whether you're looking for a luxury car, an SUV, a family-sized car, or an economical vehicle to get you to work, you'll find it at Gary's Auto Sales. Check them out online, Gary'sAutoSales.com, or call 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales, many miles, many smiles. Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville, proud to sponsor local high school basketball.
Brian Rozak, Steve Superick back here at Laurel Highlands High School, 14-5. Laurel Highlands leading Shaler. 2:33 left here in the opening quarter. Rodney Gallagher 5 so far for the Mustangs. Keandre DeShields with 6. Burnesser is 4 of the 5 for the Shaler Titans.
I just got word from the watch party up in Dormont, Brian, that it is Nick Egnot's birthday today.
No, happy birthday to Nick.
Happy birthday, Nick. I won't sing. He doesn't want me to do that.
I'm sure he'd love a playoff win as his birthday gift. On the inside, Bellis got blocked into the hands of Egnot. Ahead to Rod, spinning forward. Sends it out to Thomas Brown. Little juggle, regains, pulls back to Brandon Davis. The Mustangs set up the attack, leading by 9, 2:10 left here in the opening quarter. Davis back between the circles, now backing off a little bit as Rod sets the screen. Davis again up top, working here on D. Sabato. Comes inside, shot with the left hand, no good. Burner, so the rebound there for Shaler.
Yeah, but you'll take that all day long if you're Coach Hogger. Davis getting into the lane like
nice
that.
Feed down low, and Orga with the finish. Give the assist to D. Sabato. And Shaler back to within 7 at 14-7. Here at the 1:45 mark of the opening quarter. Here's Keandre on the far side, coming far wing and in, leaning. Couldn't get the shot to go. Big rebound, Egnot. Resets out to Thomas Brown. His 3-ball on the way, no good. Egnot another offensive rebound.
Look at Egnot, just in the right spot at the right time. It doesn't look pretty always, but he just seems to know where to go.
Gallagher for 3 up top, just spinning out. And finally, a rebound for Bellis and Shaler. Egnot has 4 opening quarter rebounds for the Mustangs. In the corner, Orga for 3 sends it in. So the freshman, Caden Orga, connecting from the outside. And just like that, Shaler back to within 4 at 14-10. Titans here to play tonight. Here's Keandre out to Thomas Brown. Let's see if the Mustangs get an answer back over to Brandon Davis. He's been hot from the outside as of late. And Davis looking for operating room on the far side. Now comes far baseline. Bounces out to Egnot. And they're going to call a foul underneath. It goes on Burner, so it's a second.
See who they call it on. On 22.
That's going to be Bellis. Maybe a little bit of a bailout there for Burnesser. Now Jaden Pratt will check in. He's going to replace Rod. Maybe just protecting Gallagher here in the final minute of the opening quarter with 2 personal fouls. Frazier and Fort Cherry tied at 15 after 1. The only score we have in so far. Also be watching the Penn Hills South Fayette game at Albert Gallatin Gateway tonight. Of course, the winner of this one plays either Penn Hills or South Fayette. Down low, Jaden Pratt leaning. They called him for the charge, and Travis Eisentrout on that call, Steve. Yeah. What did you think of that one?
Well, he leaned in, backed in, and he's so strong. He had that hop step and maybe a little bit of a flop, but hey, it's good defense, and you take a chance when you go in that hard, going from the backing in like that. You're always taking a chance on getting that charge call.
Schlegel down to Burnesser, lays it up and in, and just like that, Shaler back to within 2, down 14-12. A little surge back here from the Titans on a 7-0 run. Get back to within 2, final 20 seconds of this opening quarter. High on the left, Brandon Davis holding here for the Mustangs. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Fronted there by Miller. Davis still with it, down to 7 seconds left in the quarter. Davis now looking to drive, floater off the mark, rebound tipped around, and will go out of bounds as time expires after 1. So it's 14-12. Laurel Highlands over Shaler. We're back with the second quarter in 60 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible. Not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 724-437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time in fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. That's 724-592-6308.
Brian Rosenek, Steve Superk back here at Laurel Highlands High School. The Mustangs a 14-12 lead over Shaler. Again, the winner of this game to take on either Penn Hills or South Fayette. Penn Hills a 15-5 lead over South Fayette after one. Again, one of their local score, Fraser and Fort Cherry tied at 15 after one. No score report yet on the AG Gateway game. Here's Brandon Davis in the backcourt. Double team comes over. Brandon back across. Mustangs working left to right as we describe it. Over to Keandre back between the circles. Gallagher still on the bench with two personals on the Laurel Highlands side. Pratt long two up top. No good. And Burgess with the rebound underneath. Shaler still on a 7-0 run. And they have the basketball back as Schlegel brings it across. Poked out of bounds there by Thomas Brown. Will stay with the Titans here in the Mustang zone.
Well, a good hustle by Brown. You don't mind that shot from Pratt, Brian. That's a shot he's been hitting pretty regularly all year. He's good from that foul line jumper at that foul line spot. He just threw up a nice shot just a little off the mark.
DiSabato into Schlegel from the far wing. NBA range three for the lead. No good. And Burnesser had it, then lost it there to Pratt off the rebound. Deflected off to Keandre and across. Keandre picked up there by Joey Miller. Out to Brandon Davis on the far side. Schlegel watching Davis.
Interesting that they have...
There's a dump down that's intercepted there by Caden Orga.
Gallagher on the bench with two fouls.
Now Orga in the backcourt. Mustangs showing a little pressure. Head to DiSabato. Touch from Burnesser back in the corner for three in the lead. Joey Miller hits it. Another freshman, Miller. He's their sixth man, averages 4 points a game. Hit a big three there. Now the Titans in the lead at 15-14, a minute into the second quarter. It's now a 10-0 run for Shaler.
And here comes Gallagher. You knew that wouldn't take too long.
Keandre trying to answer back with a three of his own. No good off the back iron, and the rebound pulled down by Burnesser. So Shaler has settled in, now leading by one. As DiSabato brings it across, and the big guy Burnesser for three, and he hits it. So look out here, Burnesser with 9. It's a 13-0 run for Shaler, and the Mustangs need a timeout. Shaler 18, Laurel Highlands 14, 6:36 left before halftime. We're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Spring and warmer weather are on the way. Time to see Rose Motors for an air conditioning check. Rose Motors specializes in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown, serving the area for 3 generations. Call 724-583-1944. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. Saturday by appointment.
So we come back. Shaler on a 13-0 run. Laurel Highlands with the basketball. Gallagher back out there with two personals, and so is Caleb Palumbo. Palumbo over to Gallagher. Gallagher on the inside, handing off to Jaden Pratt out in front. Floats one up and in and gets the basket and one, and that should be the second on Burnesser.
Got to be. Yep. And a good job by Gallagher to get in the lane. Could have took this shot, but he saw Pratt over there. And not only Pratt was able to finish, but he gets the foul. That's just what Coach Hogger was hoping for.
Rare miss of the foul line from Jaden Pratt, who came in at 72%. Shaler the rebound, brought back across from DiSabato, and DiSabato underneath. Hands off, Burnesser out in front, try to use the glass miss, got it back underneath. Another miss from Burnesser, the rebound tipped around and controlled there by Keandre to Shields. Keandre back across, stopping and popping just inside the free throw line. Connects again, and Keandre on his game tonight with 8, and we're tied at 18. 5:45 left before halftime. And Rod did a good job there, Steve, in traffic, not to pick up his third personal foul.
Yeah.
Shaler now pulls it back out. DiSabato off to his left there to Schlegel. Try to go inside, and an intercept there from Jaden Pratt.
Great anticipation by Pratt. Jumped right in front of that pass.
Palumbo for 3. Off the mark there, coming up short, trying to redeem himself. And Schlegel the rebound. Coming forward there to Joey Miller with numbers. Leans in on Rod. A lot of contact. No foul called on either side. And Miller got the shot to go. 5 for Joey Miller.
Fortunate there, I thought. Gallagher trying to get the charge. He leaned a little to his left, and they might have called a block.
Here's Pratt. Little floater, no good. On the rebound goes right to DiSabato. So Shaler the basketball in a 2-point lead, up 20-18. And the Titans throw it away. Got a little too quick that time. Orga trying to find DiSabato.
And boy, Pratt's giving Coach Hogger some really good minutes off the bench.
He is. Mustangs down 2, and it certainly feels like all those playoff games we saw last year, Steve.
Well, they just, like I said, we talked about it in pregame, they didn't blow anybody out last year in any of the games that they won, but they kept winning.
Here's Davis off to Keandre to Shields on the far wing, coming to far baseline, put it off the glass, no good, but Davis able to clean it up. Brandon Davis, his second field goal, he has 5 and are tied at 20. 4:36 left before halftime.
That's what you got to do. You got to be. It's nice to shoot the threes and make those outside shots, but you got to be scrappy, and you got to go get those offensive boards. And Davis and Shields are really good at that.
DiSabato pulling it out there to Orga, fronted there by Caleb Palumbo. Orga working between the circles midway through the second quarter. Orga on the inside. Shot attempt no good. Keandre with the tip and control there for the Mustangs. Keandre back across, sending it down to Rod, who cuts and scores. That was pretty. Keandre with the assist. Rod with the make. 7 for Gallagher. Mustangs on top, 22-20.
Little alley-oop, no dunk, but a nice shot. Nice pass by DeShields.
For 3 in the lead back. Bellis rattled out, so it was a good look. Davis the rebound out to Gallagher and back across here for the Mustangs. Long 2 up top. Gallagher good. Starting to feel it. Rod with 9. Mustangs up 4. Nice little surge back for Laurel Highlands after that timeout. Hard pass down low, deflected out of bounds. Ruled out for Laurel Highlands. They're trying to send it down to London, who had that double-double, 12 points and 10 rebounds against Ringgold in that preliminary round playoff game on Saturday.
And you got a little surge. You're going to take Gallagher out. This is just probably
safety.
To save the fouls.
Yes.
Yeah, you got a 4-point lead. Hopefully you can keep building on that. But that's a dangerous part of that for Coach Hogger is now you took your star player out of the game.
Most of these guys checking in, Steve, are all freshmen. Brady McGuire, number 30. Then they got Julian Vizoka, 24, also in there. They brought in a lot of these younger guys that don't have that much experience, but they played well this year. Palumbo, little contact up top. Now we'll get Caleb for his second personal foul. There on McGuire. They might get Thomas Brown. Actually, Thomas Brown is still in the game, so.
Yeah, they get the call on Palumbo.
If you're going to make a sub here for Caleb, you'd probably go to Egnon if you're going to save Rod. Now at the inbounds pass, they'll go down low. Bernesser is able to lean and score there on Pratt. And Bernesser having a nice game with 11 already. And Shaler back to within 2, and Pratt just let Bernesser get behind him.
Shaler coach wanted a foul and should have had it maybe. That was kind of got on his back and tried to chop him from behind. Didn't have not a lot of contact with the hand, but it definitely was, Pratt was on his back.
3 minutes left here in the second quarters. Palumbo coming near baseline, pulls back to Pratt. Jumper right of the lane. Good for Jaden Pratt. Pratt with 4 second quarter points. Laurel Highlands back up 26-22. 2:50 left before halftime. Here's TJ Bellis pulling it out to Dylan Schlegel. Good defense there from Davis, kept alive. Schlegel again on the drive, got rejected by Pratt, but deflected right over to Bernesser again there. Right place, right time. Bernesser 7 here in the second, 13 for the game. And Shaler back to within 2 again. Well, dangerous pass there. Palumbo able to haul it in. Back over to Pratt, who leans, couldn't get it to go. And Bernesser a little tip off there to McGuire on the rebound. McGuire now in the backcourt, picked up by Davis. McGuire back across. They're going to get carry call there. Wow.
Yeah, he traveled. It was his back was to you, Bron, but I had a kind of a view of it. He had his hand underneath the ball and went a step and a half with it as he was in flight there. And now Egnot's going to come back in.
Laurel Highlands a 2-point lead, up 26-24. 2:15 left before halftime.
He comes in from Brown, and who else comes in? Gallagher comes back in for DeShields.
A little offense for defense here, even though we're still here in the second quarter. Gallagher fronted there by Bellis. Gallagher driving and pulling out to Palumbo. Swung to Davis. He'll fire the three. Had Schlegel in his face. It's no good. And Shaler the rebound. They got Schlegel cherry picking back here. Drives on Palumbo and gets the 2 to go. Schlegel's first field goal has 3 points, and we're tied at 26. 1:50 left before halftime. Again, the Titans press. Davis here on the near side. Trap gets out of it. Palumbo open look. He'll fire the three off the mark. Pratt the rebound. Try to pull it out to Rod. It was almost out of bounds. The Shaler bench wanted to travel.
The Shaler fans up on there wanted to travel their long three.
Gallagher off the mark. And they're going to get Pratt here over the back of Bellis on the rebound. Be Jaden's second.
Well, you got to give Shaler credit. They took a punch early from the Mustangs, and they fought back, and now they feel like it's things kind of teeter-tottered back and forth. They feel like they're in this game, and it sure feels that way to us, doesn't it? Yeah.
I'd be worried right now if I was Laurel Highlands. 26-26, 128 left before halftime.
This is, Mustangs are not in big trouble here, but it's still, you're expected to win, and now all of a sudden you got a team fighting and scratching and clawing on you.
Bellis front end of the 1-and-1, good. There's a bunch of freshmen to get out there for Shaler. Guys in the rotation that are freshmen: D. Sabato, Orga, Himrod, Joey Miller, Bellis.
They're kind of thin guys, smaller, that look like freshmen, but they can play.
And making both free throws there is Bellis, and now Shaler back up 2 at 28-26. 1:25 left before halftime. Here's Keandre back to Gallagher. Cross on the far side, Brandon Davis. So the defending 5A champs, the number 3 seed, down 2 here late in the second quarter. Brandon Davis out to Palumbo. Palumbo has to get it going, drives on the inside and gets fouled. He'll have 2 free throws upcoming. Palumbo's yet to score in this game, also picked up that technical foul early. They got that foul on Bellis, his second. Shaler certainly a deeper rotation than Laurel Highlands. Mustangs generally just play 7 as Palumbo misses on the first of 2 free throws. He came in, Steve, at just 59%, 10 of 17. Mustangs as a team shooting 72%. They missed some free throws here early on. Frazier now up 27-21 on Fort Cherry at halftime. Penn Hill's a 25-13 lead over South Fayette, and 2 missed free throws from Palumbo. The rebound gets deflected back to him, and he comes back inside. He gets the basket and 1, so finally some redemption from Caleb Palumbo, and we're tied again at 28.
I think it's a good thing he did that, because he was probably coming out of the game. He's got Kiss and Brown coming in. Yeah, Brown's coming in for Palumbo.
That's going to be Kiss in here for Gallagher. And Caleb will try to make a free throw here. He's 0 of 2 now at the foul line. Caleb for his free throw. Good there. Successfully converting upon the 3-point play. And now Thomas Brown will check in for Caleb. And Laurel Highlands has a 1-point lead at 29-28. Here with 1:01 left before halftime.
That's smart. Coach Hogger, he gets Gallagher out, avoid that third foul before the half ends.
DeSabato back across. Kiss almost a steal there on Orga. They'll swing it around the arc, and it's Bellis firing the 3 out the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound brought down and floated back up and in by Caden Orga. Orga playing a nice game with 7. And Shaler, a 1-point lead at 30-29, and Keandre tried a home run ball. It hit the back of the glass on the inbounds pass.
Well, I don't know what Keandre, he's a smart player usually, Brian. And what he was thinking there, he could have moved. It was after a made basket. He was standing still like he was stationary there like on a regular inbounds play. But after a made basket, as everyone knows, you can run the baseline. And why he put himself under the basket to do that is beyond me. He just panicked a little bit.
Rare mistake, and Davis going for a strip on Bernisser. Goes out of bounds, but off of Laurel Highlands and out. So Shaler with the basketball back, leading by 1 at 30-29. 31 seconds left before halftime.
You figure at this level, and a player of the Shield's ability, you wouldn't think you'd have to remind him of that.
DeSabato sending it in there to Himrod. Back on the outside, a little spin from DeSabato, and he had it taken away. Poked out into the hands of Egnat. Across to Davis. Brandon Davis driving back, a lot of contact and a blocking foul called there on Orga. Would have went either way.
Shaler fans aren't going to like that.
7th team foul. So it'll be a 1-and-1 here for Brandon Davis with 20 seconds left before halftime.
I think as long as it's, either way, 1 or 2 points, either way, Coach Hogger is going to be just happy to get to the locker room with Gallagher with only those 2 fouls.
Front end of a 1-and-1, actually a real 2-shot situation here, and Davis misses the first of 2. And this is the first time really all year that Laurel Highlands has struggled at the foul line. They've been very consistent so far this season.
Yeah, they're just 2 of 6.
Davis makes the second. Ties the game at 30. Again, they'll check out Gallagher again here late, and so will Keandre DeShields. Yep.
3 for 7 right now. That's what I got, Brian.
They came in at 72%. DeSabato will bring it across. Titans likely will hold for the last shot here, trying to take a lead of the locker room. Watch there by Thomas Brown. DeSabato now. Good ball movement. Davis almost a steal there on Bertus, who thought about the 3. Down to 4 seconds left. And a timeout was taken here by the Shaler bench. 30-second timeout with 3.2 left on the clock. So we'll step aside for a quick 30 as well. This game tied at 30. Laurel Highlands and Shaler on WMBS and the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes. Call 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's congratulates all the area basketball teams and wishes them luck in the playoffs. Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Brian Rozak, Steve Superk back here at Laurel Highlands High School, tied at 30. Laurel Highlands and Shaler Trinity, a 44-30 lead over the number 4 seed Highlands at halftime. So there's an upset, Steve. 13 over 4 by 14 at the break. Greater Latrobe up 31-30 over Thomas Jefferson at halftime. Of course, TJ, they were in the 5A semifinals a year ago. So Bellis to trigger it in here for Shaler. Titans look for the last shot here in the quarter. And Bellis will send it in there to Orga, whose double team needs to hurry, and will fire it from up top, put it off the glass, no good. And we'll go to the locker room. Knotted up at 30. Laurel Highlands and Shaler. Stay tuned for our halftime show. It's brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Comes your way next here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox would like to wish the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs the best of luck in the WPIAL playoffs and in all their future endeavors. As the Uniontown City Police Chief, Jason Cox is happy to see the Uniontown and Laurel Highlands student-athletes working hard on and off the court. Go Red Raiders and Mustangs from Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox.
Our world has been temporarily turned upside down due to the coronavirus, but please know that NovaCare Rehabilitation is here for you. Our facility is still open for direct patient care. However, if you don't feel comfortable coming into the clinic, we now offer telehealth and home-based care as well. Don't let your life be affected by pain. Let us help you find some normalcy in these challenging times. NovaCare Rehabilitation, 97 Delaware Avenue, Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 for NovaCare in Uniontown. Riz's Restaurant, located in the heart of downtown Uniontown at 84 West Main Street, specializes in upscale bar food such as burgers, salads, subs, and sandwiches in a relaxed atmosphere. When you stop by, don't forget about Riz's famous chicken salad sandwich. Check out Riz's Facebook page for daily specials. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9, with takeout always available. Phone 724-425-1782 for Riz's Restaurant in Uniontown.
Visit C. Harper Chevy and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $119 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is to GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash credit equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. Call a dealer for all of the details at 724-668-2231 or visit CHarperChevyEast.com.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists. March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Symptoms include rectal bleeding, a change in bowel habit, persistent abdominal pain, or abnormal weight loss. Remember, though, that early colon cancer has no symptoms, making regular screening a smart choice. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
I'm attorney Trip Radcliffe, and we at Radcliffe Law have been helping people that were injured in accidents for over 35 years. When you're involved in an accident, it can be scary. Radcliffe Law will meet with you for free, and our experienced team will provide you with valuable information needed to pursue your claims successfully. If you or someone you know are injured in an accident, call Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
And the madness and go mobile this March with First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Download the First Federal app and get the security you expect and the convenience you need. Deposit checks, pay bills, turn off lost or stolen cards, check balances instantly, and manage card limits, all with a swipe of your finger. Don't forget the Card Valet mobile app to protect your debit card from fraud. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download the apps. Visit firstfederalofgreene.com for more information. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Brian Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Laurel Highlands High School, tied at 30. Laurel Highlands and Shaler get our halftime show brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Steve, is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Okay, for Shaler, Dylan Schlegel finished the half with 3 points. Orga finishes with 7. Miller off the bench with 5. Bellas off the bench with 2. And Bernicer did most of the damage with 13. They had 12 in the first, but 18 in the second, 30 at the half. For the Mustangs, Keandre DeShields had 8 points. Gallagher leads the way with 9. Palumbo with 3. Davis with 6 points. And Pratt with 4 off the bench. They scored 14 in the first, 16 in the second, 30 at the half. So we're tied up at 30. Got a good one here, Brian. Should be a great second half.
And some other scores on our Davis & Davis scoreboard. Fraser leading Fort Cherry at halftime, 27-21. It's Penn Hills 27, South Fayette 13 at halftime. Again, the winner of this game will take on either Penn Hills or South Fayette. Gateway up 25-16 over Albert Gallatin, so the Colonials down 9. Greater Latrobe up 31-30 over Thomas Jefferson, and Trinity up 44-30 over Highlands. I have to thank our buddy Jonathan Guth for the Gateway Albert Gallatin score tonight. That one's been tough to come by this evening. Here we're tied at 30. Laurel Highlands and Shaler. Second half comes your way next here on WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
This is Gary Sisson from Sisson Pre-Owned. If you're looking for a great used car at a great price, give us a call at 724-438-2819 or visit us on the web at SissonPreowned.com. During these trying times, we are doing everything 100% online, from financing to virtual walkarounds and home delivery. Visit us on the web at SissonPreowned.com or give us a call, 724-438-2819.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. That's 724-592-6308. 492-6308.
With the rest of the world, Peachin Pharmacy is following the developments of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your safety is a priority at Peachin Pharmacy. For prescriptions, you have many options. Peachin's offers free delivery, free mail, and curbside pickup. If you come into the store, Peachin's follows all of the CDC and state safety recommendations. As always, if you have concerns about your medications, call 724-626-9600 or visit Peachin Pharmacy inside the Peachin Market in Connellsville or online at peachinpharmacy.com. Magisterial District Judge Jennifer Jeffries would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local teams this season. Judge Jeffries recognizes in these uncertain times, a successful season requires teamwork, and that requires the hard work of players, coaches, and their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Jennifer Jeffries.
Paid for by the candidate.
At Uniontown Hospital, we have recently expanded our radiology services to include multiple types of interventional radiology. With the use of high-resolution digital imaging, we can now offer area residents a faster, less invasive alternative to traditional surgery for many procedures, including biopsy, infusiport, aspiration, epidural steroid injections, joint infections, and many more. This new line of services offers our patients the chance to have significantly reduced recovery time and often results in less pain and trauma, and with a reduced cost compared to traditional surgery. Interventional radiology helps our patients afford the care they need. So if you need a surgical procedure, consider your community hospital, where we are always friends, neighbors, and family, caring for friends, neighbors, and family. Uniontown Hospital, making a healthy difference in the lives we touch.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a successful season requires teamwork, and that requires the hard work of players, coaches, and their families. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
Prime Rosex, Steve Superick back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about set to go with the second half, tied at 30, Laurel Highlands and Shaler. And we thought we'd see some close games, Steve, in boys 5A, and we've seen just that. Gateway up over Albert Gallatin. You see Greater Latrobe leading Thomas Jefferson 31-30. Trinity leading Highlands, number 4 seed, by 14 at 44-30.
Yeah, well, everybody's fighting and scratching and clawing, and no different here, 30-30 at halftime. And Brian was just sitting here thinking, last year you gonna get, you get a little, I wouldn't say, overconfident, because you win the whole thing last year. But it's not going to be easy. These guys are coming in here trying for a win. They're trying to, they got a chip on their shoulder, and now, unfortunately, they got a little confidence. So this is going to be a tough one. But I think the Mustangs are certainly a better team. But they just got to play. They got to play like it here in this next 2 quarters.
Certainly more experienced. Here's Orga up top. Orga left to the lane, trying to come in here on Egnott. Lost the dribble, tries to pull it up top. Gallagher almost a steal. Nice save, Schlegel. Now he'll take the 3. It's off the mark, and Palumbo off a deflection pulls down the rebound. Outlet pass forward to Rod. Gets around Schlegel. Comes far wing and in. Floats it up. A miss there. And a scrum for the loose ball rebound. Jump ball call to go the possession arrow. It'll favor Laurel Highlands. The other thing, too, Steve, you go back to last year, of course, Laurel Highlands not expected to make the run that they did, maybe a little less pressure.
Correct.
Now more of a favorite this year, defending champs, kind of have a bullseye on their head.
And look, they pick up, you got the Shields and Davis, too. Much better guards than they had last year.
Here's Keandre, a little fadeaway off the mark. Not offensive rebound, had it and pokes it over to Palumbo. He'll fire a 3 back off the mark. Goes right to Keandre to Shields. Trying to spin inside and just lost the handle. Schlegel picks it up there for Shaler. So Laurel Highlands, a couple of looks there on that possession, but could not take advantage.
Yeah, just they got to settle in a little bit. I mean, you're going to have ups and downs.
Up top, Schlegel, watched by Davis, and Schlegel, that should be a charge. He certainly initiated the contact there, throwing the elbow, his second personal.
Put his left forearm out, and Davis felt it and went backwards. I don't know if that was a flop or not, but good job by him to get the second foul on Schlegel.
Now Gallagher to send it in. Over to Keandre on the far side. Back to Rod in the backcourt. Will bounce it forward over to Brandon Davis. Davis here on the near side. Sends it down low. Keandre open far block. Gets it to go. Keandre to Shields.
Yeah.
Leading the way for the Mustangs with 10, who now lead by 2 at 32-30.
That's a good look by Davis to just see the Shields there and get him the ball.
There's DiSabato back across on the far side. Pulling it back out over to Orga. Up top, the big guy, Bernerser, trying to show his range. Missed there on the 3. Keandre had the rebound and lost it and picks up the foul there on Himrod. Seen a couple of uncharacteristic mistakes from Keandre, even though he's played really well in the scoring department tonight.
I don't know if they brought a new ball out for the playoffs or what, but it's almost like it's a little, when a new ball comes out of the box, they're tougher. I mean, I know from playing football, we hated new footballs. I mean, and the basketballs are kind of a little easier, but they, because they're tacky, but they're a little too tacky, and they're just not quite what they're used to feeling. As the first free throw from Himrod is in. But sometimes, it just seems like everybody, not just the Seals, everybody's having a little trouble with the handle tonight.
Himrod's second on the way and good again. First 2 points of the game for the freshman Himrod, and we're tied at 32. 6:24 left here in the third. Brandon Davis across on the near side, goes cross-court far side. Keandre, 2 on the way right of the lane, try to bank it in, no good. And Egnott will poke back out to Palumbo, who finally hits a 3. Boy, the Mustangs needed that.
You shoot enough of them, you're going to make one once in a while, right?
Up 35-32, and Brandon Davis, a big block there on Berner, so they're going to rule Davis out of bounds.
Yeah. Finally, that's good for Palumbo.
He's a streaky shooter, Steve. He can make one, maybe he can make a few.
Yeah, you want to ride one of those hot streaks for him.
DiSabato will trigger it in. 3-point lead for Laurel Highlands at 35-32. 6:05 left here in the third. And a high feed, hard contact. Ball goes out of bounds. Orga went down. And good to see him pop back up.
Yeah, that should have been a foul probably on Palumbo, but I think they just called it out of bounds off the Mustangs.
That could have been really dangerous over there. Yeah. There's jagged bleachers on the far side.
Yeah.
DiSabato gets it again off the inbounds pass. We'll pull it back here to Himrod. Now in the corner. Little touch off there from Joey Miller. Top again, Orga. Switch back with Miller and a steal here from Brandon Davis. Davis coming back for the Mustangs. Lays it up and in. Davis with 8, the lead at 5. Largest lead the Mustangs have had since the opening quarter at 37-32. Now a big sequence in this game for Shaler.
Mustangs in a 2-3 zone now, changing up the defensive look a little bit.
I think a good idea, just try to mix things up here a little bit on Shaler, especially with a freshman-laden team, Steve.
Notice,
show them some different looks.
Now they're in man. The last possession was a zone, and they kind of flipped it around.
And an errant pass down, a little bit of foul call there on Egnott. They're going to call him for a hold there on Bernerser.
And, it's tough on Egnott because he really didn't need to do that because that pass was off the mark. But, of course, you don't know if Bernerser won, if he would have been able to get to it. But it's certainly, I had a good view of it, and it looked like it would have been tough for him to catch that ball.
DiSabato, to send it in. He goes up top, and a tough pull down there from Himrod, who keeps it alive. Down to Bernerser, trying to back in here on Egnott, and somehow he was able to scoop that shot up and in from a tough spot. Bernerser with 15.
Looked like he almost had to step out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that one off. Davis cross-court, far side, Keandre. Laurel Highlands the basketball on a 3-point lead, up 37-34. 4:55 left here in the third. Keandre down low. Egnott leaning and missing. Bernos to the rebound. They're looking to run back. Orga, Gallagher back defensively and got the block. Deflected there off to Miller, and it ripped away by Caleb Palumbo. Forward from the far elbow. Davis a jumper, no good. Little tip out there from Egnott, but they're going to call an offensive foul and call it on Nick.
Yep.
Wow.
Good job by Palumbo to get that ball away. Mustangs get down the court, and Egnott gets called for the foul. It's getting a little physical now.
Yes, it is. I think there was a lot going on down there with Egnott, but referees obviously saw it a different way. Nick picks up 2 fouls here in the third quarter.
Coach wanted a foul on that last layup, or that drive that Egnott missed.
Joey Miller far side, foul call. They're going to get Davis here.
Yes, should be his second.
Davis with 2, Gallagher with 2, Egnott with 2,
spread
and
out
Pratt
well.
with 2. Yep. All right, the 4th team foul, though, in the quarter on the Mustangs.
Bernerser with 2 and Schlegel
with 2. Yep. And Bellis also with 2. on the Shaler side.
Oh, he has 2, okay.
And Bellis will trigger it in. Send it into the backcourt. Palumbo going for the steal, knocks it out of bounds. We'll stay with Shaler.
That was almost, he almost tipped that, and then it looked like Orga might have tipped it after that, but they give the ball back to Shaler.
DeSabato back across. Picked up there by Gallagher. Directs traffic here between the circles. Now works off to his left. Bounce pass down low. Fumbled out of bounds. Will be Mustangs ball off of Bellis and out. With 4:13 left here in the third, Brian Morozak along with Steve Superk, Billy Dice behind the camera on the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Uniontown Hospital studios. Nice to have you along with us for WPIAL playoff action, whether you're watching or listening tonight. Here's Keandre between defenders. The drive and the score for Keandre to Shields. He has 12. Mustangs back up 5 at 39-34 midway through this third quarter. Leaning back, missing there, DeSabato. Bernerser got the rebound. Might be the third on Egnott underneath.
Probably going to be on the Shields. It is.
It is. And that's 2 on Keandre. They've really spread this one around.
Yeah, you couldn't. If you're going to have that many fouls, at least nobody's got 3. Sooner or later, someone's going to get 3. And that's a rare miss from Bernerser.
Yep. I hit 2 earlier free throws back in the opening quarter, scored 15 points. Fort Cherry now on the lead over Fraser at 39-36 after 3. That would be an upset as well, 13-4. Or check, that'd be 11-6.
And he missed them both.
Yep, Bernerser misses both free throws. Laurel Highlands the rebound, leading by 5 at 39-34. Gallagher between defenders, tough shot, and got it to go. So Rod doing his thing with 11, and the Mustangs a 7-point lead. The first time they've had really any type of a cushion here, Steve, since the opening quarter. 3:38 left here in the third. Here's DeSabato, and he has it stolen. Davis with numbers coming back. Brandon Davis got fouled underneath by Bellis. That'll be 3 on Bellis. It was actually Orga that turned it over, not DeSabato, back in the Laurel Highlands zone. Nonetheless, 2 free throws upcoming here for the Mustangs as they lead by 7. 3:30 left here in the third, and you have to think, Steve, this might be at a juncture of the game where Rob Niederberger might think about a timeout.
Well, if you remember, he used a couple.
Used 2 already.
Yeah.
Actually used 3 already.
He used the third
one. He actually has 2 left. 2 left. Or has used 2, has 3 left.
Now he's got 2 left.
Yeah, now he has 2 left. He's going to take one here with 3:30 left in the third. First free throw was good. Another one upcoming. 42-34. Laurel Highlands are back in 60 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Visit C. Harper Chevy and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $119 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash credit equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. And call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000 or visit CHarperChevy.com.
Pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads. Go to Potter's Bar and Grill to experience all of the great food they have to offer. Potter's Bar and Grill is located at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Come for the good food, stay for the good times. Potter's is a family-owned business that has been open since 1950. So next time you have an empty stomach, call them up for takeout at 724-438-9835 or stop by for a bite to eat and watch live high school basketball all season long at Potter's Bar and Grill.
Brian Morozak, Steve Superk back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Now the second free throw for Brandon Davis after the timeout. So Shaler, 2 timeouts remaining. Laurel Highlands has 4 as Davis misses on the second free throw. And Shaler the rebound. DeSabato brings it back across. DeSabato left of the lane. Pretty move in the finish for the freshman Joey DeSabato. His first 2 points of the game. Shaler back to within 6. 42-36 Laurel Highlands. 3:15 left here in the third. Gallagher up top, out to Keandre. Open look for 3. Off the mark there. Battle for the rebound. Deflected. Egnott back to Keandre, who comes back on the inside and gets another 2 to go. 14 for Keandre. 8-point lead for the Mustangs at 44-36 as we go under 3 left here in the third.
Well, I'll tell you one thing this tie score at halftime did to the Mustangs, at least if anything, it got them to pay attention,
yes.
You know what I mean? And it has their full attention, and they got, if anything, Shaler has the respect of everybody in this gym right now. I don't know if they're going to be able to win this game or not, but the Mustangs have at least woken up a little bit and know they're in for a battle.
Yeah, early on, for the opening 4 minutes, Laurel Highlands controlled things. There's a nice save from Orga, spinning back off of Caleb Palumbo, but Shaler went on a 13-0 run and actually took a lead in the second quarter. We were tied at halftime, and now Laurel Highlands up 8 here with 2:40 left in the third.
Well, DeShields really, with DeShields, Gallagher, and Davis, you got 3 really good guys that could score for the Mustangs.
Here's Schlegel in the far corner, fronted there by Davis. A little touch off there to Bernicer, and the ball poked away. Brandon Davis on it for the Mustangs. Forward to Gallagher. Gallagher underneath, and a push call there on the Titans.
And that's a fortunate foul
on DeSabato.
Yeah, on DeSabato for the Mustang faithful, because Gallagher was underneath the basket. Really didn't have much going on there. He got too far under.
His first team third, non-shooting. And Gallagher has it again here on the near wing. Now coming near baseline. Long 2. Will bounce around and then fall in. Rod was leaning with it.
Yeah.
And it went down. 13 for Gallagher. Lead at 10. First double-digit lead for the Mustangs at 46-36.
Looked like one of your chip shots, Brian, rattling around the cup and falling in.
Usually mine don't drop. Open seam for Schlegel, driving and missing, and they're going to get a foul called here on the Mustangs late.
That's got to be on Egnott, I believe. Yep. So that's the third. Now, that's not as bad because Egnott gets usually spelled a little bit.
Yeah, you're able to platoon Pratt and Egnott down there.
Yeah. And Coach and Nick's saying to Coach, I'm good. And I think Coach is probably like, okay, let him go.
It's his birthday.
It's his birthday. We got Pratt we can bring in if we have to.
Schlegel makes the first of 2 free throws. He has 4.
But the last thing you really want, though, Brian, you don't want him playing like non-aggressive.
No, I agree.
It's kind of like you got those fouls. You don't want to go home with them.
Schlegel's second free throw, good again. Lead cut to 8 at 46-38 as we go under 2 left here in the third. Brandon Davis in the backcourt, picked up by DeSabato, brings it back across. Davis from just inside the free throw line, gets it to go, and he was fronted there by Berner, so that was a tough shot. He has 11, and the Mustangs go up 10 again at 48-38. Schlegel inside Bernicer trying to work on Egnott. Leans and scores again. Bernicer's tough down there with 17 tonight.
He's 6'6", and he's every bit as big as Egnott, if not a little bigger.
48-40, Laurel Highlands. Fancy dribbling back through center. Rod driving inside. Got fouled there by Bernicer. That'll be his third.
Maybe on Bellis.
Nope.
Bernicer gets his third.
Remember, he got in big-time foul trouble, Steve, Saturday against Ringgold. Played only about 5 minutes, according to head coach Rob Niederberger, but Brandon London came off the bench and had a double-double.
Well, and you're in a spot now. You got the kid with, he got 17 points now. He really can't afford to take him out of this game. I mean, he may, but he's really in a spot now with the Mustangs potentially going up by 10 if Gallagher can make this free throw, and you really can't afford with closing in on the end of the third quarter to take him out.
Gallagher makes both free throws as Pratt spells Egnott. 50-40, Laurel Highlands leads by 10, 1:23 left here in the third. Here's DeSabato, fronted there by Rod. Pulls it back between the circles. Touch from Bellis off on the far side. Schlegel watched there by Brandon Davis. Davis almost to steal. Schlegel keeps it alive. Dump down. Bernicer working there on Rod. Missed the first shot attempt. Got it back. And somehow gets it to go again. Bernicer tough down on the blocks. He has 19, including 6 here in the third. Titans back to within 8, down 50-42.
And Rod played that smart not to foul. He was trying to get some defense there.
Rod down to Keandre DeShields, and Schlegel picks up his third personal foul.
That's another tough foul for Shaler because Keandre kind of stuffed himself against the backboard there, Brian. He wasn't going to get that shot up because he was underneath and behind the backboard. He had some height, and he was going to try to bring it back in, but the ball got kind of on that rubber border there, and he wasn't going to get to the hoop, but he got bailed out by the foul.
Now Keandre, 2 free throws here for the Mustangs. They lead by 8, make it 9 as he makes the first of 2. Keandre, 7 here in the third, 15 for the game. It's a 51-42 lead for Laurel Highlands as Bellis takes a seat. You have Orga back out there. Now Keandre's second of 2, trying to increase the Mustangs' lead back to 10. It's on the way and good again. Mustangs getting a little more comfortable there at the foul line. Keandre with 16, lead at 10 again at 52-42. Schlegel, long 3, and he sends it in. Dylan Schlegel, Shaler back to within 7 again at 52-45. 40 seconds left here in the third. Jaden Pratt bringing it across. Pratt long 2 up top, good. That's his comfort zone.
Not the shot probably Coach Hogger wanted to see. with a lead just coming across half court, but it was one of those, oh no, oh yes.
Well, he takes those and makes those a lot.
I know, but I mean, with the time and the score, you might want to run a little clock. I mean, you don't want to get in the stall mode yet.
Lead at 9, 15 seconds left here in the third. And D. Sabato here, edge of the zone, watched by Ron, down to 10 seconds left in the quarter. Bounces it off to his right over to Himrod, down low, cutting and missing there. Orga got it back, tipping, blocked there by Pratt, who controls. Down to 2 seconds left, over to Keandre. The Mustangs will be happy with a 9-point lead after 3 as Keandre sends it off the glass. 54-45, Laurel Highlands over Shaler. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Tonight.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Visit C. Harper Chevy and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $119 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. And call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000 or visit CHarperChevy.com.
Brian Rozak, Steve Suprick back here at Laurel Highlands High School, 54-45. Laurel Highlands leading Shaler. Fort Cherry now an 8-point lead over Fraser, 48-40, 158 left in regulation in that game. So the Commodores about to get upset at home tonight, down 8 with 2 to play. Shaler should have the basketball here to start the 4th. They have the old style possession arrow down there, Steve.
Yeah, the old arrow. They just kind of turn with their hand.
I think they had some kind of an issue here last year with the scores table. Never got a new one back in.
They had a nice one with pads around it with the lights, but
I'm not sure what happened. Here's Himrod back across. That ball kicked by Gallagher, almost came up here.
Yeah, that was about halfway up the bleachers. There are no bleachers down there now, below us, but
as long as it didn't disconnect anything that we had down below. Here's D. Sabato back across, picked up by Ron, back on the wing again to Orga. Watched there by Caleb Palumbo out to Schlegel, looking for another 3. It might have been partially blocked.
It was blocked by Davis and got a little piece of it.
The Mustangs get possession back here, and a 3 from the outside, spinning out. And are they going to rule out about no push call down there?
That's going to be probably on Pratt, maybe Davis. Let's see who they call it on. Yep, it's on Pratt. That's his second. No, his third.
Third, yep.
You got to be a little careful now.
So both the bigs with 3, Egnine and Pratt. 7:27 left in regulation, 1-1 back on the other side. 7th team foul against the Mustangs. And Bernesser, who made his first 2 free throws and missed his last 2 at the foul line. He scored 19 points in this game. Front have a 1-1 here. Good for Bernesser to give him an even 20 and a game high total so far in this contest. Handpool Shaler back with an 8 of the Mustangs at 54-46. Bernesser now for a second, and this one well off the mark.
Didn't hit anything. Hit the backboard, but missed it to the right. Brian, like when I always look at these games like this, we talked about it last night when the game we had, those guys started pulling the ball out a little early.
Yaiba Western Beaver.
Yep, they were, just
good feed, coming free. Palumbo lays it up and in. Caleb Palumbo with 8 points, and the Mustangs back up 10 at 56-46. Quickly back across here, Orga. Expect to see some quicker possessions out of the Titans. Schlegel coming far baseline. Tough shot off the glass. No good. Rebound tipped around and then controlled there by Pratt. Got a little assist there from Davis, who brings it back across. Davis with Schlegel in his face. Lobs it cross court far side over to Keandre. Go ahead and
what I was going to say, you don't want to start stalling too early.
Correct.
But I would look at it like this. It's 56-46. I'd have goals for my guys as, look, we want to get to 70. They got 46 points now. If we get to 70, you got to feel pretty good about it.
There's the basket and 1. Keandre to Shields. That'll help the cause.
Yep.
Keandre with 17, lead up to 12 at 58-46 with 6:43 left here in the 4th.
You got to be mindful of the score. You can't take quick, bad shots, but you certainly don't want to go into stall mode. You get a good shot, you got to take it, and you got to still attack. And, the players, they can sense when they're in that stall mode, and sometimes you get out of your rhythm, and so far they have not done that, which is very good. That's good coaching by Hogger. Keep his guys kind of on point.
AG coming back on Gateway. It's Gateway 38, Albert Gallatin 34 after 3 in Monroeville tonight. And there's Rod, almost a steal there as both players hit the court. DiSabato and Gallagher. They're going to roll out of bounds off of Laurel Highlands and out.
He's got an edge to him tonight. I kind of like. He's almost like he's mad, like he feels a little disrespected by these guys.
Lob down low, Bernerser. They're going to call a foul underneath. It'll be the 4th on Pratt. Yep. Feeling a little bit better, though, about things. Steve up 13 with 6:28 to play.
Yeah, but I don't like a 4th foul on
No,
Pratt.
I don't like that either.
Even though he doesn't start, almost like he's a starter, kind of a starter, a beast, like 1A, 1B kind of thing. And he almost does a little better job athletically than Egnott sometimes. Egnot's, gets those big baskets. He's smart, but Pratt's definitely more athletic around the hoop.
Bernerser rattles in the first free throw. He has a game-high 21.
But the birthday boy is coming back in.
Nick Egnott.
Happy birthday to Nick.
59-47. The Laurel Highlands lead at 12. 6:28 to play. Second of 2 free throws upcoming for Bernerser. It's up on the way and no good. Same team there on the rebound, and somehow Davis got it there. At Bellis in his face. It almost loses on the far side. Scrum for the loose ball, and it's controlled there by DiSabato of Shaler.
Well, that was like a hot potato.
Yes, it was.
Again, it looks like that ball, sometimes they're having trouble holding on to it.
Schlegel, tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around, that time controlled by Egnott.
There you go. Good job by Egnott to get the big rebound there.
Over to Gallagher racing back, and he'll draw the foul. I think Egnott around 8 rebounds in this game.
That's going to be 4 on Bernerser, Brian.
Yep.
That's got to be on him. It is. And Gallagher just smart enough to know, one, get to the basket, try to get the layup, get a foul, and you see that big guy there. They get him out of the game, they're in trouble.
First of 2 free throws, good from Gallagher. The one thing that impresses me, Steve, about this Shaler team, they came to play, they didn't back down, they came out, they played aggressive, and not too many teams do that against Laurel Highlands.
Well, they're definitely, they were tied at 30 at halftime, so they were in this game, and they're still in the game, I think, but now it's starting to slip away a little bit.
Lead at 14. The Mustangs' experience starting to show at 61-47 as we go under 6 minutes left here in the 4th. Again, the winner will play at 12 noon on Saturday. If it's the Mustangs, the game is here at Laurel Highlands High School. Brandon Davis, a rebound after that miss from Schlegel. Down to Gallagher, touched off to Keandre, who lays it up and in. 20 for Keandre to Shields. Laurel Highlands, their largest lead, almost a steal here. They're going to roll out of bounds off of DiSabato and out in the Mustangs basketball as they lead by 16 with 5:39 to play. I think Coach Niederberger wants a timeout. Full timeout, yeah. Shaler. Mustang 63, Shaler 47. We're back at 60 for the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox would like to wish the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs the best of luck in the WPIAL playoffs and in all their future endeavors. As the Uniontown City Police Chief, Jason Cox is happy to see the Uniontown and Laurel Highlands student-athletes working hard on and off the court. Go Red Raiders and Mustangs from Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox.
Laurel Highlands 63, Shaler 47. A couple of other scores locally. Fort Cherry now up 51-46 over Fraser. 32.2 left in regulation in that game. Again, at last check, Gateway a 4-point lead over Albert Gallatin at 38-34 after 3.
Well, the Mustangs in a good spot here right now, Brian. They just got to keep putting the pedal to the metal.
Looks like the winner here, Steve, will play Penn Hills. They're up big over South Fayette, 44-20 at last check. And, of course, there have been some memorable Laurel Highlands Penn Hills games over the last couple of years as Palumbo on the far side leaning and missing. Rebound tipped around and then controlled there by DeSabato, who comes back here for Shaler. Pulls it out to Orga. On the wing, Schlegel. 3 on the way, swished in from Dylan Schlegel. So give Schlegel 11. Shaler creeping back to within 13 at 63-50 as we approach the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Of course, the Mustangs and Indians, Steve, they played in that multiple overtime game before Christmas last year. And then, of course, that memorable playoff game a season ago. I think that was over at Norwin High School. Here's Gallagher spinning out the inside, was off balance, and they'll get him for a travel. Rod didn't like the call, so Shaler will get it back down 13. Job, though, not done yet for the Mustangs. Have to finish this one off here over the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're in a spot now, 4:49 left, and, you just got to be careful.
Titans only one timeout remaining.
They're not going away.
Himrod up top, over to DeSabato. Now Schlegel coming far baseline, fronted there by Davis. Lost the dribble, needs a little help. We'll pivot it off there to Bernicer. And Bernicer up top will switch back with Orga. Orga tried to pull it on the outside, looking for Himrod, and got intercepted, but Davis went out of bounds. So Shaler will keep possession here in the Mustang zone, down 13 at 63-50. 4:28 now left here in the fourth. Titans to trigger it in. Up high to Schlegel, edge of the zone. Watch there by Davis. And Schlegel trying to spin off of Brandon. Almost lost the handle, regains, and a little finger roll on the finish there for Schlegel, who has 5 here in the 4-13 for the game. And Shaler back to within 11, and their bench now getting back in it.
Yeah, their fans are waking up a little bit over there, too.
Keandre across here to Rod. Rod has a seam, and he'll go inside, but missed on the drive.
He was expecting contact that really didn't come, and just rushed that shot a little bit.
Schlegel over to DeSabato. DeSabato flipping it back on the far side. Himrod, was he out of bounds? I thought he had his foot there on the baseline. Wasn't called. They're coming back inside the basket, and one for DeSabato.
Wow, that's going to be the third on DeShields, I believe. Yes, it is. And DeSabato, big basket there, gets him with a chance to get him within 10.
Now Laurel Highlands to take a timeout. 3:49 left here in the fourth. 63-54. Mustangs are back at 60 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Tonight.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes. Call 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's congratulates all the area basketball teams and wishes them luck in the playoffs. Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
DeSabato missing on the free throws. He tried to convert the three-point plays. The Laurel Highlands lead remains at 9 at 63-54. 3:40 left in regulation.
Still don't think it's time to stall yet, Brian. I think you got to get to 70 points.
Davis on the far side, trying to go between defenders, almost lost the handle, regains off to Keandre, comes inside, unable to finish. Some of those shots now not dropping here in the fourth quarter for the Mustangs as Bernicer out there with 4 personals pulled down the rebound.
Just expecting contact, it didn't come, and they just got to play defense now.
Up top, is that a travel? Yes, it is.
And Bernicer out there hanging by the three-point line. I don't know what that's all about. I know he hit one earlier today, didn't he? Did he hit one? Yeah, he hit one in the second quarter. But he's been doing some damage around the basket.
Yeah, I think you would want to keep him down low. So the Mustangs with it back, up 9. 3:08 left here in the fourth. Davis over to Keandre DeShields, back to Brandon Davis, who's high on the left.
Unattended over there by the basket for a second.
Davis, a little spin move near elbow, no look pass down low. Keandre gets us a go Lead back to double digits, 22 for Keandre DeShield, 65-54 Mustangs.
They're 5 away from 70, Brian. I think I'd feel comfortable at 70.
Schlegel for 3, tried to bank that one in, was off the mark. And Gallagher dribbled it off. I thought he actually dribbled it out of bounds. They called a double dribble.
He caught the ball and dribbled it into the corner and then kind of stopped and then dribbled it again, almost like he just got it. But I thought that was a pretty good call by the official.
I thought he actually dribbled it out of bounds, but nonetheless, it's Shaler's basketball.
Yeah. Now, he kind of, as he was catching it, he dribbled it and then grabbed the ball and then dribbled it again.
High lob to Bernicer. Trying to fight with Egnott. Floats one up, no good, and Egnott the rebound. Surprised Egnott didn't try to flop there. Bernicer sitting on 4.
Well, it's a good thing he didn't because he missed a shot and he was able to get the
Correct.
rebound.
And Gallagher brings it back across. Goes cross court near his side. Brandon Davis might see a little 4 corners now.
Yeah, now with 2 minutes left, you feel like still might need a couple more points, but
Davis no look feed. Egnott called for the travel.
Yep,
I saw that from up here as well.
Yeah.
2:15 to play. Laurel Highlands with 3 timeouts remaining. The Titans only 1 remaining. As DiSabato brings it back across here for Shaler. DiSabato far elbow over to Bernicer, posting up from the outside. Look at Egnott for the foul, and that's his 4th.
Well, that's going to put him at the line. No,
that'll be double bonus the rest of the way. So he'll shoot here. He'll shoot 2.
Egnott, no points tonight, but 4 fouls now.
And getting close to double-digit rebounds tonight, too.
Yeah.
Bernicer 2 free throws with Shaler down 11, 2:06 to play. First of 2, no good.
And they cannot afford. Kid's got 21 points, and he's had a heck of a game. But you're really down, 11 now with 2:06 left. You cannot miss free throws.
Bernicer second on the way, and again, no good. Long rebound control there by Caleb Palumbo. Across to Gallagher. Gallagher an open seam. Bernicer has to let him go. Gallagher missed a shot attempt. Tip back up another miss to Shields, and Bernicer the rebound. How do the Mustangs not score there, Steve?
Well, they just missed.
And here's Schlegel coming back across, and he'll float it up and in. Dylan Schlegel and Shaler will take their final timeout. This will be a full timeout with 1:50 left here in the 4th. Laurel Highlands 65. Shaler 56. We're back in 60 here in the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. That's 724-592-6308.
With the rest of the world, Peachin Pharmacy is following the developments of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your safety is a priority at Peachin Pharmacy. For prescriptions, you have many options. Peachin's offers free delivery, free mail, and curbside pickup. If you come into the store, Peachin's follows all of the CDC and state safety recommendations. As always, if you have concerns about your medications, call 724-9600 or visit Peachin Pharmacy inside the Peachin Market in Connellsville or online at peachinpharmacy.com.
Brian Rozak, Steve Suberg back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Mustangs up 65-56, 150 left. In Monroeville tonight, Gateway a 48-38 lead over Albert Gallatin. 4:22 left in regulation there. In Greater Latrobe, a 60-59 lead over Thomas Jefferson with 43 seconds left in that game. Palumbo back across here for the Mustangs. They lead by 9. High feed back to Gallagher, holds high on the right, fronted there by DiSabato. Works off to his left, double team comes over, Orga trying to help, over to Egnott in the corner who gets fouled, and he's a good guy to foul, Steve, but only 33% for the season from the free throw line.
Yeah, well, that's Mustangs now in full stall mode, and with what's that, an 11-point lead, 9-point lead. 9-point lead. That's you gotta make free throws. You start missing free throws, this could get dicey.
Egnott has yet to score in this game. Again, 4 of 12 for the season from the free throw line. Front end of a 1-and-1 here, no good. Bernicer the rebound. So the Titans with it back, down 9, and they'll hurry it down over to Orga. Back out to Himrod. Himrod near wing, back to Orga again, fronted there by Thomas Brown. Comes inside, came up short. Egnott a little poke out to Gallagher, breaking back. Here's Rodney Gallagher. Now he'll pull it back out. Smart heads-up play there from Rodney Gallagher. The Mustangs 1:12 to play. Gallagher over to Brandon Davis. Now Terrence Thomas Brown. You don't want to foul these guys if you're Shaler, but you might have to. DeAndre with it right now. Lead at 9 as we go under a minute. And Rod dribbling it out. Far side Davis. Remember, Steve, Shaler's out of timeouts. And now they'll push Brandon Davis and send him to the foul line. It will be another 1-1. You can sense the Mustangs getting a little closer here tonight.
Well, they're getting closer, but you wonder why Shaler waited so long to foul. But
Brandon Davis, another 1-1. That was the 9th team foul against the Titans, and Davis another missed free throw. Giving Shaler a little bit of life with 50 seconds to play down 9. 3-possession game. DeSabato on the baseline, has it intercepted by Davis. Ball now loose on the court. Gallagher on the ground. Call timeout, and it's granted, I believe, to Rodney Gallagher. Full timeout Mustangs, 39.4 left, 65-56. Laurel Highlands are back at 60. Here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
And the madness and go mobile this March with First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Download the First Federal app and get the security you expect and the convenience you need. Deposit checks, pay bills, turn off lost or stolen cards, check balances instantly, and manage card limits, all at the swipe of your finger. Don't forget the Card Valet mobile app to protect your debit card from fraud. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download the apps. Visit firstfederalofgreene.com for more information. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to both the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs. District Judge Nathan Henning knows that success in life comes from hard work, and a successful sports season is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. It requires teamwork. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Mustangs up 65-56. Greater Latrobe has hung on to beat Thomas Jefferson 61-59 tonight.
Wow.
Another tight game in 5A, and a foul called there as Bellis fouls Gallagher. That should be 4 on Bellis.
You don't have much choice if you're Shaler right now, Brian. You gotta just foul whoever gets the ball and just hope for the best. But they got to score, Brian. They've had opportunities here with Laurel Highlands missing those front ends of the 1-1 for them to get into this lead a little bit, but they haven't been able to score.
Trinity upset Highlands tonight, 76-56. That was a 13-4.
Brian, I want to say hi to one of my good longtime buddies, Greg Bowser, fellow life member of the PGAs. He's been listening, actually, the last couple nights to a couple of the local teams from up his way, up in Beaver, and he was watching and enjoying the game. So thanks, Greg, for watching and tuning in.
Gallagher makes the first free throw. Gateway now up 50-43 over Albert Gallatin with 3:42 left. Gallagher makes both free throws. 19 for Rod, lead at 11 at 67-56, 34 seconds left.
It's easy to see why Gallagher getting recruited by pretty much everybody.
Mustangs really made some shots here in the second half when they had to. Air ball there from DeSabato. Their experience showing against a Shaler team that really played hard tonight, but maybe a year away, Steve, from making a long run. This Shaler team's going to be good.
Yep.
There's a jump ball called on the far side between Gallagher and Schlegel. Well, you look at all these freshmen playing now. I mean, they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in a couple of years.
And Bernicer is just a junior.
Yeah,
so
correct.
He's coming back, and he is, they got some players. So this
a year from now, we might be calling a Shaler Laurel Highlands WPIAL title game. You never know.
Yeah, I got to say, the kids are really pretty good. Pretty good squad, but they're just going to come up a little short. But they put a good effort. Got to give congratulations to those Shaler kids.
Mustangs dribble it out and win 67-56. Their 11th straight win. They improved to 13-3 overall. Loss dropped Shaler to 8-5. Now stay tuned for our post-game show. It's brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer, working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. 67-56 Mustangs win it. Back to tell you all about it right after this here on WMBS on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists. March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Symptoms include rectal bleeding, a change in bowel habit, persistent abdominal pain, or abnormal weight loss. Remember, though, that early colon cancer has no symptoms, making regular screening a smart choice. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Visit C. Harper Chevy and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $119 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived while supplies last. And call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000 or visit charperchevy.com.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible, not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 724-437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time in fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a successful season requires teamwork, and that requires the hard work of players, coaches, and their families. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
Our world has been temporarily turned upside down due to the coronavirus, but please know that NovaCare Rehabilitation is here for you. Our facility is still open for direct patient care. However, if you don't feel comfortable coming into the clinic, we now offer telehealth and home-based care as well. Don't let your life be affected by pain. Let us help you find some normalcy in these challenging times. NovaCare Rehabilitation, 97 Delaware Avenue, Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 for NovaCare in Uniontown. Riz's Restaurant, located in the heart of downtown Uniontown at 84 West Main Street, specializes in upscale bar food such as burgers, salads, subs, and sandwiches in a relaxed atmosphere. When you stop by, don't forget about Riz's famous chicken salad sandwich. Check out Riz's Facebook page for daily specials. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9, with takeout always available. Phone 724-425-1782 for Riz's Restaurant in Uniontown.
Brian Rozak and Steve Supert back here on our post-game show brought to you by South Union.
District Judge Jennifer Jeffries would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local teams this season. Judge Jeffries recognizes in these uncertain times, a successful season requires teamwork, and that requires the hard work of players, coaches, and their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Jennifer Jeffries.
Paid for by the candidate.
Brian Rozak and Steve Supert now back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Our producer, Nick Barczyk, back inside our Uniontown Hospital studios. Faking me out a little bit. It was a good move from Nick back there.
Juking you a little bit.
He's juking me a little bit. 67-56. Laurel Highlands the win here over Shaler. Again, our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer. Steve, is your final stats there brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Okay, Brian, for Shaler, the Titans go down. Yeah, but not without a fight. And Schlegel had 15 points. DeSabato had 4 points. Orga with 7. Himrod with 2. Miller off the bench with 5. Bellis with 2. And Bernicer led the way with 21 points. They had 12 in the first, 18 in the second, 15 in the third, 11 in the fourth, 56 for the ball game. For the Mustangs, Keandre DeShields, game-high 23 points. Gallagher with 19. Caleb Palumbo with 8. Brandon Davis with 11. and Jaden Pratt with 6. They scored 14 in the first, 16 in the second, 24 in that third period, and 13 in the fourth for a 67-56 ball game. And Brian, the game was tied 30-30 at halftime, and the Mustangs outscored Shaler 37-26 in the second half as they stretched that lead and win the ball game 67-56.
We're back with a final word from Laurel Highlands High School in just a moment here on WMBS. For you folks on the Triple Live High School Sports Network, we'll be back with more high school hoops tomorrow. It's girls action. Tony Hanola is going to join me for the Albert Gallatin girls at Thomas Jefferson tomorrow night. Steve's back with me on Saturday as we'll have Laurel Highlands and Penn Hills for you. 11:30 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, 12 noon opening tip-off. Back with one final segment on WMBS right after this. Laurel Highlands a 67-56 win over Shaler tonight.